This is Lord Beerus, and unless you want your planet destroyed, subscribe to Geekdom 101. It's even better than pudding.
Alright, so I told y'all last week that we would be having a crazy news week this week when it came to Super and Dragon Ball as a whole. So I wasn't kidding. It all begins now. Tons and tons of stuff coming out now from V-Jump. Tons of new announcements. This is going to be a big kind of news bulletin video. I'm going to hit y'all with a bunch of information, a bunch of new information. And the main thing I'm going to talk about here is there was going to be a new character coming to Dragon Ball Super. So I'm going to go over a few things on this video, not just with Super, but also with video game related news too. The first thing I want to talk about real quick is this image here that's popped up online. Now this is not from Dragon Ball Super, this is from Dragon Ball Heroes, and I have a feeling that certain shady YouTubers or shady clickbait websites might use this image to try to fool you into thinking that it's going to be a new character in Super. This is not a new character in Super. It is an evil dragon. I don't know if this evil dragon has any connection to the ones in GT. Probably not. I would assume not. But this is a new character from Dragon Ball Heroes, not from Dragon Ball Super. Heroes, of course, being the Japanese exclusive video game. And we're going to talk more about Heroes in a moment. This character is not coming to Super. It's just a Heroes character. So I want to show you guys that. So if you see it on the internet, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you know what this actually is. Now, with V-Jump, we do have the new Dragon Ball Super manga chapter, and there are leaks slowly coming out from it. I, as of this video, do not have the entire manga chapter. I don't have it. Once I get my hands on the entire manga chapter and I have my translators work on it, or I get an actual full translation, depending on whichever I get first, I will go ahead and do the review like I always do. I always cover Dragon Ball Super's manga. Some pages have already come out. I love how here in the first page we have Toyotaro changing things a little bit by actually showing a flashback of the Gohan versus Cell fight, and this is of course because Piccolo is training Gohan, and he's reminding him of when Gohan was at his most savage. The primary storyline in this month's Dragon Ball Super manga chapter, and remember, I'll be covering the entire thing on the channel in its own video, so no worries on that. I'll tell you all the kind of the rundown. It's going to be about Goku recruiting the 10 guys, the 10 fighters for Universe 7. That's just like how it was in the anime, but this version is going to go by significantly faster. Toyotaro has sped up the pace. As you can see here, we have Goku already going to visit number 17. We also have him visiting 18. So this manga chapter really does sort of go through Goku's recruitment process, which is actually where we left off in the last manga chapter for Team Universe 7. Now, the thing about the scans that we have so far, and we don't have them all yet, here's Goku meeting with Piccolo, is it appears like the recruitment for this manga chapter is not going to include Frieza. So I don't know for sure, as far as I can see, the next manga chapter coming up in January is going to talk about the Majin Buu Frieza situation, where Majin Buu fell asleep and Goku had to go to hell to get Frieza. Presumably speaking, that's going to be the same storyline Toyotaro is going to tell. I think that'll be pretty much the same thing, but this manga chapter just covers some of the recruitments. But it's definitely going by a lot faster than the anime version. I mean, a lot faster. So I'll get to that in a minute. So Dragon Ball FighterZ has announced 3 more characters to be in the video game. I know a lot of folks are excited about this because these are very popular characters. We've got Beerus, the God of Destruction, playable. He is not DLC. He's part of the core roster. We have Hit. I mean, there you see the Toki Tobashi. Really excited to see how this character plays in Dragon Ball FighterZ. And we have Goku Black Rose. And I'm very excited about this because, this is a surprise to a lot of people. Goku Black is going to be so much fun to play as in this game, I think, in my opinion. And check out Zamasu. Now, I want to let you guys know that Zamasu is not playable in this game as far as the base roster goes, but he's going to have he is in the game as far as he has some very unique assist attacks. There's going to be double team moves where you can call on Zamasu when you pick Goku Black, and I'm really excited because that Trunks arc had some of the best looking fights that we've seen in Super. No matter what the storyline, which had problems, there were issues with the storyline, the fights were really good in that arc. So it's going to be a lot of fun to play as Goku Black and Zamasu, in my opinion. So that's exciting. That should round out the base roster. People are probably asking, well, where's Broly and where's Jiren? That's probably coming in DLC. I don't have all the details right now, but This is the main core roster you're going to get with Dragon Ball Super. I'm sorry, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Beerus, Hit, and Goku Black. Now, let's talk about, well, okay, sorry, I had to do a jump cut there because I actually forgot one very important scan. So, coming up in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, this is actually a big, big deal if you are a fan of Xenoverse or if you're a fan of the Dragon Ball online, I guess you can say the Dragon Ball video game universe. You know, we're going to get to Super here in a moment, so because we have a big announcement with Dragon Ball Super coming up. But this is a new character coming to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and he's being promoted as the Mysterious Youth. Now, those of you who are longtime Dragon Ball fans, you will remember that the Mysterious Youth is also the nickname they gave Trunks, not just in the Funimation dub, but also in the Japanese version when he first showed up. He was the Mysterious Youth. And they're giving this name to this new character who does appear to be a villain. Now, the question is, who is this new character? Well, the popular theory going around amongst like the circles of Dragon Ball, the inner circles, is that this is going to be the character, finally, the Xenoverse debut of Fu. This is Fu right here. Now, I was going to originally do an entire video explaining the lore behind Fu and who he is, and I probably will do it if it turns out to be Fu in Xenoverse 2 DLC Pack 6, but pretty much Fu is the son of Mira and Toa, and they don't go into explicit detail because this character only appeared in Dragon Ball Online, and that was years ago. But pretty much it was said that Fu has powers that transcend time. This is a very powerful character, and he was never utilized in Dragon Ball Heroes. I'm sorry, in Dragon Ball Heroes, yeah, I was right, and Dragon Ball Online. He was never utilized. He did appear, but he was never utilized. So now it looks like this could be a grown-up version of Fu. I mean, we have the same exact skin color. The ears are pointy. I'm pretty sure this is the adult version of Fu, and that's going to be very exciting because I've been wondering for years when they were going to bring in Fu. I can't confirm it is Fu. They're not saying it's Fu. I think it is Fu, though. Okay? Now, let's get to Dragon Ball Super. So, this huge page here from V-Jump came out, and you know, you see Ultra Instinct Goku there, and you have another over here, another picture of Ultra Instinct Goku with Vegeta behind him, and this is him with his shirt off. So this could be a clue that Vegeta's probably not going to get Ultra Instinct in this arc, but maybe not. Let's not totally write that off yet because they may be hiding stuff. But one thing that needs to be talked about when it comes to this magazine scan involves this right here. This right here, as you can see on your screen, that black thing, that little dark card, this is a major Dragon Ball Super related piece of news. It states that there's going to be a new character, a brand new character coming to Dragon Ball Super's TV anime. Doesn't say anything about it being a Heroes exclusive. The difference between this and that dragon I showed you earlier is that it explicitly says right there that this character is coming to Dragon Ball Super. There is a new character coming to Super, and it's dark, so I don't know if it could be maybe the Universe 3 fused robot. I don't think so. Could it be a new fusion? I don't know what this is, but it is to me important and worth discussing. Those of you who have been around for a long time, and let me show you guys a better shot. You know, there it is right there. If you've been around a long time, you know how the Japanese do this. They always put out like a little preview teaser, and then they give us the actual character reveal later. They love doing this, okay? This does confirm a new character coming to Super. I don't know if it's going to be for the Tournament of Power arc or for the arc after this. We don't know. There's not any information yet, but I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time to expect something surprising coming very, very soon. So that pretty much wraps it up. You got 3 new characters and fighters. You got probably the debut of Fu in Xenoverse 2, which is going to get me very excited. I'm going to go back to playing that game when that comes out. DLC Pack 6 is getting, you know, jam-packed with all kinds of stuff. And we have a new character coming to Dragon Ball Super, plus the manga, which, like I promise you guys, when I get my hands on the manga chapter, I'll give y'all a full review and a full rundown of it. Should be in the next few days. And this is not the end. There is more news coming. So, stay tuned to Geekdom 101. Subscribe if you have not. Thank you as all for supporting the channel. It means so much to me. Hope you all have a great day. And this ain't even over yet, bro. There's more coming. This is not even the biggest one. And that's all I'll say.